It's Poske, been a while. Ignister has gotten a new dark support. Today we'll be featuring combos with set new support. Let's start off with everyone's favorite Ignister Achichi. He's gonna search not Picari, he's gonna search Dojon. If you're searching Picari, you're effectively playing deck in a 20% less optimal way. It will be kind of complicated to compare Dojon and Picari. It will be like one big bracket against the other big bracket, but the bracket Dojon is in yields better results, yields better safety net, unless under shifter. If you're under shifter, then you actually search Picari, but always you will always search Dojon off of Achichi. Or maybe you can search the new cards, but don't search Picari. That's just wrong. Right here, of course, we need to use our Dojon Progressor to kickstart the combo. And he does just enough. Whenever you can proc Wicked, you're there. So we proc the Wicked, it searches Bururu. There is a new Ignister tuner in town, but Bururu is fantastic progressor for Ignister and still the most important target. Bururu has to generate an Ignister starter or extender. He essentially has to special summon indirectly from the deck. If you're not indirectly special summoning from the deck with Bururu, you're not utilizing the card to its fullest potential. Of course, there are some new tricks with the new Kuribo card, but you know, I need duels to show you that. Yeah, essentially, we'll generate Picari from the deck with Bururu, so this is why I don't search Picari there. You generate it with Bururu. Splash Mage negates it, but it doesn't matter, Bururu won't negate it. So Bururu enables the Picari summon and its search indirectly. We added back Dojon. We searched the first Ignister Rota off of Picari. Now, Cyber Dragon can become low level. This is important because Link Decoder requires low levels. You rarely actually go into Xyz with it because he doesn't float. Now we have both Ignister Rotas, and look at this scenario. We can already go into Templar and trigger it, but I'm not triggering it here. But we could, like, and then you have still two Rotas in case you get Nibiru. For sure you'll combo. But yeah, we'll summon the decoder here. We won't trigger the Templar immediately. Let's trigger Templar here. Tai prefers revealing dark monsters because then you get to summon it and search a non-dark. Just a better card if you're revealing a dark monster. Otherwise, it's sort of like a small board. The Dojon is just gonna be a card which goes into an infant and gives you some follow-up. Of course, infant moves left so that you can revive more. This is why you always have to summon Dark Templar on the right side. This deck is right-handed. We have both Rotas now, although we already used ties. We still have, you know, two extenders in our hand. We're going into a new card called Igniter. It searches the rituals and enables you to summon him. So, but you need a level monster. We have Bururu. We'll tribute the Bururu from the field. The ritual, Cyber Sage. I never liked this card, but Konami's kinda hinting that we should play it with a card which exploits it way harder than the Link 2 Visit Cyber's Sage Wizard. I don't even remember. But anyway, he's gonna summon, of course, the Desaworm. Here you can banish Splash Mage because the trap card can retrieve Splash Mage at your turn, so then you can jump into Transcode, jump into Access Code, and just kill in case things go south. But you know, I banished Achichi. You can also summon the Achichi. It's unlikely that things will go south. You'll see that by the end where we went into Proxy F Magician, which should be staple, because this card is essentially a Link 3 Graveyard Dragster. if any typing in the game like Fiends, Dragons, Warriors could have cards like Desavrum and Proxy F, this card would be on every end board. Like, it belongs to Cybers, use it. Proxy F, in this case, we already have a fusion. It's just a fire. You need different attributes for hit soul. You're not losing anything by going into. You're not using any materials because hit soul can require just 2 monsters, but we had 5 darks and divine. It became divine. Now we have fire and divine, or fire and dark. Which is important because you can go into hit soul. Yar is gonna search Gachiri, summon Gachiri. We want unaffected dark fluid with 4 counters. Means this card is towers. It has, I think, 30,000 attack. And it's Apollosa, not once per chain. 4 monster negates. We'll go into hit soul I talked about. We search another dark. New dark Accident. It can summon itself. Each one. Search a Cyber's dark monster. We finally go into our new Dark Templar wannabe, which also revives a bunch of Minister monsters. Is an Omni Negate. The trap card is an Omni Negate. Can even stop multiple cards at once because we have multiple cards which have 23 original attack. Our Omni Negate revived hit soul. It revived useful card for battle purposes, or it's just a link 3 that's already close to Accode Talker, and it revived a card which can float into AI spell search if linked. So these are your 3 best revive targets. Omni Negate, 4 monster negates on immured towers. This card by itself is basically a win con. We have a trap card, devastating trap card, Desavrum, and that's kinda it, you will get Hitzel Jaw. We didn't even use Wizard, we didn't even use Accode Talker in this combo. Of course you can make a better combo, what was the point? Now I want some cards left in my extra deck in case things go south. Wizard is just a useful anti-Nibiru tool as well. Of course I'm just showing you what some new cards do. Anyway, let's go to the next combo. Right, let's go a bit faster. I made you combo. It's kinda similar in a way to a Chichi combo. We search the Chichi. Of course, trigger the Dojon for that deck with a special summon fire, so we can. We get to the Bururu. Bururu is inevitably gonna generate Pikari. We get the Pikari search, a little bit later Saber search. Saber just added back. Ice reveals dark. To summon it and search non-dark. Yari searches Gachiri. You don't need link 2 monsters. It has no value because Templar requires 3 monsters either way, so this is preferred tribute target for Yari's search effect. Code Igniter is again gonna search the Sage. And it's gonna fully enable it. Sage is fully gonna enable Desavrum. We go into Templar. We get our Synchro and Xyz float. Now, this card is not good, but a single Ignister revive spell is good. But for the purpose of this 1-card combo, I'm using it. It probably won't be in my final deck list, as it's hard to just draw I meet you with 0 handshots, and even if you do, with 0 other engine, and even if you do draw I meet you with 0 other engine, to a point you can snowball the combo further, you still end on a similar board, just a tad bit weaker. Anyway, this card is a vanilla reviver. I hate cards which revive vanillas, in the sense that the card we are reviving already used its effect. By 2024 standards, that's bad. That's bad by even 2019 standards. There are interactions when you can revive what Bururu sends, but those are incorrect playstrings, incorrect ways to cycle Cybers and Ignister cards. Those combos end up 20% worse or so. So I don't like this card. I don't like any Ignister Ribbon card. Those are bad extenders, below average extenders. We only want good extenders, right? We have sprite level extenders in Ignister. This is sprite level extender. Yari is sprite level extender. I'm not playing Doshin in this build because Doshin kinda got replaced by the ritual stuff, but yeah, you know, those extenders are great. Why would I fit a bad extender in the deck? So don't expect this card in my dual widow once it comes out. Maybe it will be there, maybe it won't. I don't even know. Probably won't be there. So of course we went through 2 spells. Ikari is supposed to search you 1 spell, the Firewall Saber is supposed to search you the other spell. We went through each, so since we started with Amethyst, so this is why this is the 3rd spell. And again, I don't have Doshin, so I can't do AI fusion stuff and so on. It's just gonna revive the card, which is one of the film for the Templar. It's all draws. Of course, Desavon can summon also. Desavon is important if your island gets fucked up. You can still combo without island if Desavon summons either Bururu or Dojon. So Desavon is an important extender as well, because he makes your deck less island reliant, which is important. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you summon the Gachiri with Desavon or by on effect. Again, immune Firewall with all the counters. Again, we prefer summoning him above because then you revive more trap card Desavon, and that's the I Met You combo. On to the next one. Ikari combo, he searches I Met You, which then searches Achichi, so Ikari into Achichi is correct, but not the other way around. Island is gonna summon a fire, and it's also gonna summon a backup. Later we can add backup and summon it with its own effect. Of course, Boruru is gonna enable this time Dojon, because we didn't use Dojon in the combo. And the Dojon add back along with Firewall Saber add back are both crucial because we never summoned a light monster with Island, and we didn't even use the backup effect to summon itself while we control a Cyber's monster. We might not even use it, we might even summon backup with Ice having unexploited backup effect, but you know, that's how optimal this deck is and this combo is. Summon the Picari just to revive a bunch. Going to Code Igniter is gonna enable a ritual, which enables the fusion. We summon the backup igniter, the backup ignister. This of course matters because then we get a search. If we summon the backup ignister, what we do with Ice? What will we do? Of course, we search the Hiyari. Summon the decoder. We again either have too many monsters or we lack attributes, so I go into proxy F right before hit. So it doesn't matter if you don't lose anything when you do that, because hit soul can require 2 monsters, being a link 3. So we summon the hit soul, draw 1, Yari, and we are where we wanna be. Classic combo, basically. I think every card does something similar. Immune 4, PAIRTNERS, I love the name. Saber Dragon, revived, look how cool he looks. But yeah, that's the combo. Only negate Desavon. Who could complain? Stop backup combo. He searches only Dark Cyber's monsters by discarding. Search the island. Island is gonna summon our dark monster. We get the backup object, which we can summon since we control a Cyber. Search Bururu. Bururu does what it does best, generating level 4 Ignisters. Going to Saber Dragon, the first add back, and the search of our Rota. Now, of course, the Dojon is important for ties, and we wanna summon Achichi because we never used it, this combo. Search Wizard, which we'll never use, just in case of Nibiru. You will need Link Spider, to be honest, you only side that card. Get a Dojo Nutback, summon a bunch. Go into Code Igniter. It will enable the Sage, the Worm. We need more attributes for the Heat Soul. Max Heat Soul, you draw, you make unaffected fluid. And yata yata yata. Essentially every single combo leads to the practically the same thing, which is awesome. So decklist and some additional commentary. We have 6, 12, 21 starter that ends up with 93 consistency to see any of them going first. My magical number is 94, but the thing is, those are just one card combos. I am sure that 2 card combos like Bururu, Dojon, and many 3 card combos without the usage of those 21 cards give us that 1 more percent to reach my magical 94%. As far as going second percentage, we have 19 hand traps, or I guess going second cards, counting EMP and Dark Lure. That's 90%, 90.3. To see one of them, to see 2 of them, it's, let me see, 59.6, so 60% to see 2 of them. That's quite good hand trap rate, consistency rate. Of course, the Ignister engine definitely ain't bad. The starters and extenders are above average, but I guess Cyber's type is generally above average, so it's really not surprising. Of course, the backup PC3 of it's a starter. Not the biggest fan of Wizard, but the thing is, this card is better in Accode Talkers. This card is better in other Cyber's decks, but I guess it's good enough. It's like a bad extender. It's a Nibiru safety net, but it's a progressor slash bad extender. You know, at least he is a bad extender. You know, Bururu and Dojon are better progressors, but they are not extenders at all. They need island wings. So this card is somewhere in between. The kurikulink is better than Cobalt the Grave Crossed. Those cards aren't even close. This card helps you maintain an Ignister name on the field going second. So let's say you normal Diachichi, they Odai's Vortex Drag on you. You can chain this, and then you still have the Ignister name on the field for all of your Kizan wannabes, you know, 6 Samurai Kizan wannabes, Sprite wannabes. You know, that's what Hayari Gichari are. They are essentially just modern Kizans. Yeah, that reminds me, I need to update. I mean, I need to upload my 6 Samurai guide. Now, when it comes to the Kuribos, we lost one, the Link Kuribo. I mean, we never used Link Kuribo, but now we have one Kuribo which stomps the trap cards. And this card is, I mean, it's above average. Helps you maintain name going second. That's so crucial. It helps you jump into Infant. Infant is a huge choke point. You know, this also helps you dodge hand traps on Infant. It helps Infant resolve, and it helps you jump into Infant. That's where the Ignister choke point is. It's on the normal sum or on the Infant. Later choke points don't really exist if you pilot the deck properly. So I max out on this card and have so many ways to search it, because it does help us in an avenue where this deck needs help. Only other card which can help you is Circular and Ice Summoning a Dark Monster. I guess there is also 1-for-1. What else is there? I mean, yeah, that's basically it. You know, you are kind of doomed if your normal summon gets stopped. This really helps. So does Ice, Summoning a Dark, and sadly we don't have Circular. And as far as if Synchro is for sure mandatory, Xyz is not mandatory, nor is the Accode, nor is the trap card. If you want to play a deck without the, you know, the Ritual Brick Alto, I told you 94% consistency. wanna play the deck without the ritual and the trap brick, because I don't know, you want Whalers or you want more draws or something. You would then cut the Code Igniter. You would also cut the Cyber Sage. Since and the trap. Since we don't need, monsters with 23 attack on the endward, this would become Singularity, which of course comes in package with Firewall Dragon. I'll talk more about these cards. The issue is they don't really bring anything new to the Ignister. They just revive and add back a bunch. Dodge on add-backs, Saber Dragon add-backs. How many add-backs do you need? The Singularity revives, but so does Splash Mage, so does Decoder, so does Templars, everything revives, you have Transcode, people are also playing, that card which revives Transcode, the hard card, there's so many revivers, why bother, right? But, if you don't want to play these 2 bricks, then you need another boss monster, because then the Accode is not better than the Singularity. So you would cut this, you would cut XC, you probably put just him and the Firewall Dragon. You would have a bit worse endboard, but you would have both Access Code and Singularity going second. The thing with Singularity, also why it's overrated, it's a Link 6. So that means 3 Cybers monsters. I know the math is weird, but that's how the math goes. Link 5 and Link 4, thanks to Transcode, Splash Mage and Link Decoder, equal 2 monsters. If you have 2 monsters, you have Access Code, or for example, the Terahertz, which can one-shot. But for Link 6, you need 3 monsters, so the idea that this card can be valuable going second is misleading, because they will just kill your little guys. You will never reach this card. 3 monsters is a lot. It's a huge jump from 2 monsters. So I prefer Access Code. Also, this is just destruction removal. EMP Grenade is a going second card which can bounce. Can be handy, so that we don't only have the destruction removal. You can summon it if a Link monster is somewhere, basically in the graveyards or on the field. You can also then proc it if they mess up a Link 2 to bounce a card, or if you yourself link off the Link 2 card. So this helps your Access Code go through. Sometimes this is your initial bait out the board. But yeah, as far as outing the board, we have Transcode and into Access Code for the follow-up. You can revive the Splash Mage from the Banish Zone. It's not a lot, that's only destruction and 1 bounce, but you can also do one-shots with Dark Fluid, which is also why Terahertz is pointless. I'm sure Terahertz has this weird fire target. I think it's new level 8 Cybers monster, which can really help with one-shots, and maybe, people are also sending Matmec, I don't know, the one which doubles attack. There are multiple targets where Terahertz can one-shot, but yeah, I can also one-shot with the better Dark Fluid, and so the Access Code is here for the removal. As far as those are the new cards. Again, I don't like this card. I don't know if it will be here. I don't know what else to say. We are still lacking one more card we will for sure get. It's called Bitron Ignister. So once we get that, I can do duels. Hopefully combos don't change too much, because I will have to update then. But yeah, essentially one more card for sure. Hopefully it's better than that Dinosaur which didn't do anything for Jurak deck, and I'm not updating that. By the way, I covered Jurak. Wanna watch that? I actually know how to play Jurak very well. You will be impressed if you watch that. But yeah, this is Ignister. Again, I got to 6 Samurai video. I got to share that. should come relatively soon. As far as you know, Paladin is another interesting ritual target. It summons high-level cybers, monsters, Mail Claws, Sage one day, Iblis, Winmore. Defensor is a great card, but Ignister is great support for Accode Talkers. You don't want this card in Ignister. Microcoder is also Winmore. And there is too much discarding if you put this, the searcher for discard discards, and then the discards such as Assigned Manic, which discards again Cutback, Grave, Crossat are horrible compared to kurikulink. We have Degenerate Floodgate, we can search summon limit for links essentially. And yeah, I mean, these are the more normal cards in the side deck. These are just, suggestions. I mean, ignore the side deck, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's it for now. See you soon.